here's Brody Brazil.
Good Monday morning and welcome to this 27th of October, 2025. Or as we'll also call it, the Sports Equinox. That's right, later on today/tonight, we'll have games basically simultaneously between Major League Baseball, the National Football League, the National Basketball Association, National Hockey League, and I'll even throw in a bonus later on in this video. Stay tuned for that. Most years, this happens one night, and tonight is that night. Some years it doesn't happen at all. Some years we're lucky enough to get two nights. As of right now, this is the one for certain. Tonight, the 27th of October, all four of these leagues, again, are in action simultaneously. I'll run through the slate of what's to come in just a few hours, and then I also want to dive into the significance of why we should actually really take note of this night and appreciate it for what it is. The Commanders visiting the Kansas City Chiefs. We've got Monday Night Football, 5:15 Pacific, 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and company all in action. With Major League Baseball, it's the Fall Classic. It's Game 3 of the World Series. These two teams now shifting out to California to continue what is a 1-1 tied series entering tonight's Game 3. First pitch shortly after 5 p.m. California time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So the Jays and Dodgers, it's all level at 1. We'll see where things go from here. In the NHL, just two games. It is a Monday night. That's typical for the National Hockey League. Boston at Ottawa at 4:30 p.m. California time, 7:30 Eastern and local time out in Ottawa. And then you've got the Penguins hosting the St. Louis Blues. That's at 8 Eastern, including number 87, the Penguins captain, Sidney Crosby. So you've got hockey checking in. You've also got a very full slate, 11 different games in the NBA. Cleveland, Detroit, Orlando, Philadelphia, Atlanta, Chicago, Boston, the Pelicans, Toronto, the Spurs, New Jersey, Houston, OKC at Dallas, Phoenix at Utah, Denver at Minnesota, Memphis and the Warriors, Portland and the Lakers. From start to finish, that's a lot of games, including, yes, the Warriors, one of those late games, and Steph Curry will be playing on this Monday night and the Sports Equinox. And this bonus, right? Because I don't want to exclude MLS. I know they're not one of the main four pro sports leagues, but even MLS has a match tonight. It's the playoffs. It's round one. It's the 7-seed Columbus visiting the 2-seed Cincinnati. That one kicks off right after 6:45 Eastern Time. So even MLS in the mix. It's not just the main four. When you hear people talk about it, the main four pro sports leagues, throw in MLS and even add to the equation. As you can see, this kind of is the most wonderful time of the year. I'll make this argument later that the two optimal times for being a sports fan are probably the fall and also the spring. It's when you get the crossover of seasons ending and also other seasons starting. But right now, if you take a look and take a glance down that column of October, you've got football, you've got baseball, you've got basketball, you've got hockey, you've got college football. We don't have college basketball yet, obviously no college baseball. PGA is done, MLS is still going, NASCAR quickly comes to a conclusion, and the WNBA recently wrapped up. So many different things, not everything, but most things are starting or finishing in this month of October. And again, you can kind of see through April and May, there's a lot of carryover, there's a lot of crossover, but just nothing like the fall. For a sports fan and having so many different things going on, like this, a Monday night with all of the main pro sports leagues in action. An equinox is a moment in time when the Earth's axis is tilted neither toward nor away from the sun, resulting in nearly equal amounts of daylight and darkness across the globe. This is the technical definition of an equinox. How did we get from this definition to a sports equinox? Let me think about this. A time when the Earth's axis is tilted, like straight up and down, neither toward nor away from the sun, resulting in equal amounts of daylight and darkness. Basically, equal amounts of sports? Is this really even the correct term to describe what's happening tonight? Maybe we should just call it the sports buffet. Right? There's a little bit of everything and you can consume whatever you want. It's all out there for you. Literally everything is available to you. It's up to you to decide what you want. But the equinox, tilted not one way or the other. We're not tilted towards maybe the winter sports or the summer sports. Maybe that's the way to look at it. Like, it's not a bad term, but again, as I really think about why do we call it this and what's the actual definition, it doesn't make 1,000% sense. Anyway, I digress. I think what's most important is we recognize, again, how special a night like this is. A night where in sports, you can watch at a moment's notice, either by flipping the channel or waiting 15 minutes, you can watch the greatness of Steph Curry, Sidney Crosby, Patrick Mahomes, and Shohei Ohtani all playing at the same time on the same night. And whether you're a fan of those personalities, those names, their teams, whatever, like you do have to realize and recognize this is a generational night for sports. In 10 years, those names will all not be participating again. This is a snapshot in time type moment for the last 5, the last 10 years, the next 5 years, whatever it may be. But this right here is a slice of who we are in 2025 in terms of the biggest names in sports. And they're all playing tonight on this Sports Equinox. This occurrence, again, typically happens at least once a year. It rarely happens twice. And I feel more often than not, it happens versus never happens. But there have been some years where the stars just don't align, right? It takes the World Series games to match up. It takes a Monday night football game or a Thursday night football game or obviously a football Sunday for all of this to align properly. But this year it's on a Monday for certain. And it's all interesting, right? Because generally speaking, leagues actually try and stay away from each other. They try and avoid each other. They don't want crossover. Like, does the World Series really want to go up against Monday Night Football? Does anything want to go up against Monday Night Football for that matter? But in this case, there's really no choice of when the World Series had to start, when that's optimal, and maybe one night only, they'll kind of take the hit on this. As for the NHL, typically, no, not a lot of games on Monday nights, just those two. The NBA's got a full slate of 11 games, so 22 teams in action in the NBA tonight. But sometimes, right, for a situation like this, why not embrace it? You know, I don't know what the leagues are going to do like today with their social media plans and what's going to unfold on X or Instagram or here on YouTube, but the league should kind of embrace each other with this. They shouldn't pretend like, oh, nope, there's not a World Series game going on. Oh, nope, there's not Monday Night Football going on or 11 basketball games or 2 hockey games. The leagues should all kind of really collaborate on this one day, on this one night where something happens that doesn't normally happen. And as much as I do want to tell you that fall is the best sports time of the year, I think spring is second, I also realize it's the busiest, and I also realize that a lot of people are going to look at this Sports Equinox as it relates to gambling, wagering, and betting on sports. Like, is tonight going to be one of the biggest nights of the year with obviously a Monday night game and a World Series game? And I hesitate to lean into that. Like, I recognize it. I understand there's a lot going on. It's all coming together at once. This is that time of year. And if you look at how much money is wagered and how much money is won, like the handle and the bets during this time of year, it skyrockets as soon as football season comes around and as soon as the fall months roll around. But I don't see it like that. I really don't. I get it. That's a big part of this. But the biggest part to me is that all these storylines are colliding at once. All these teams are in action at once. And as we sum this up by the end of tonight, hopefully people will appreciate, no matter what the outcomes are and who did what, it's the fact that all of this happened in one night, and this rarely happens once a year. We're lucky to get it, if even twice a year, which is obviously pretty rare. So tonight, the 27th of October, the Sports Equinox. I'm here to tell you about it. I'm here to remind you to enjoy it. Take it for what it's worth. Enjoy it as this snapshot of 2025. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Also, a thumbs up down there helps me, the video, and the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that button down below. I would love to see you back here next time.